What it is, what it ain't, it's Nature back in your face with 260 Productions and the hardest working man in America, Mike Strong, most consistent artist I know, man. How you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. I'm looking forward to this interview,
man. I've been looking forward to it since we planned it.
Pandemic hit us, consequences far from over. I ain't like it cause I prefer domestics over Corona. I covered my face for crime, now 6 feet of space while in line. And a mask is mandatory, ain't this a sign of the times?
Life happens.
Life happens. Okay, yeah.
Yes,
real relatable, you know what I'm saying? So, something that the fans can really relate to, you think?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Like, I'm diving into a lot personally. This is a more transparent project for my last one, for sure.
Yeah, and I heard affirmation, and it did touch on some things, man. So, I'm excited to hear that one. And
thank you.
Speaking of affirmation, what do you think sets Life Happens apart from affirmation?
Man, you know, that's crazy because I was like trying to think of ways to summarize. I feel like affirmation was more so like a vision board. You know what I'm saying? Like my blueprint of my career as an artist, trying to showcase my talent, my versatility, and things to come. Like speaking into existence how I want my career to go. This is more so like therapy. You know what I'm saying? This is more personal, like I said, transparent, and I'm diving into different topics and subjects that'll let people know Mike Armstrong, not just Mike Strong. You know what I'm saying?
Diving into the real me. Yeah, that's what we need in music, because I feel like it really brings a relatable element to it, to where people replay it just because, you know, they may be going through something that day. Like, man, this song explains it. So
absolutely.
They're going to play that. So we definitely need more music like that. But as far as, I know it's called Life Happens. So would you say that you write better after going through good times, or does your pen move better when you go through bad moments?
You know what? My pops was like, man, because it's been a year since I released Affirmation, over a year now. And my pops always said, like, man, I think you need to go through stuff to make your music. And to answer your question, I feel like I don't have to, but it makes it more impactful. You know, because I'm inspired by artists like Pop, you know what I'm saying, Cole, and like they do that heartfelt
storytelling that you can really see it.
Exactly.
Like visionary music.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like with this project, it's like I got stories where I'm talking about the things that I've been through since Affirmation, even a little bit beforehand. So me going through something gonna make it hit a lot harder, you know? Yeah. And I had songs where I feel like I scratched the surface on Affirmation. On this one, I'm getting the show.
We going deep.
Yeah,
okay,
we taking it deep, for sure.
That's what I love to hear, man. And I know that you put out Affirmation kind of, what was that, last year? 2020?
Yep, April.
Yeah, right in the middle of a pandemic. How'd that affect that? You did it really affect the grind anywhere? Or did it just make you go harder? Like, hey, this is what we gotta do.
It did affect it. It did affect it in a couple ways. I mean, I was off work. You know, my job was shut down like 2-3 months. So with the quarantine, that had me limited. I wasn't able to move around as much as I wanted to. We supposed to shoot a video for Vice City in Miami.
And them hoes expensive.
Yeah, that didn't happen. So that threw me off.
You try to go to Vice City? Do shoot Vice City? Okay.
You know, give the right presentation. So that threw it off. And then, like I said, as far as hitting the people physically, like doing shows and doing more to market and promote, I had to hit online heavy. But it still became a blessing in disguise because I ended up having my Affirmation live show.
Yeah, that was off the hook.
Yeah, you was there too. I appreciate you pulling up. You got the video.
Everybody pulled up dapper in the nice suits and stuff, man. It was a great night, dog. You really shut the one down with that.
And you can see the footage, the Ebony video, official videos on YouTube. And I even got the live performance, Moment of Reflection on YouTube from the show.
Crazy.
So I was still able to work things out, but it did affect it. But I say overall, it did what it was supposed to. It helped me build a bigger presence online and network with people outside the city, you know?
Yeah, so it does help being online a lot more because it expands your reach that you can do physically. Because you can only reach so many people doing shows. But I feel like you get online and really start reaching out, the sky's the limit. But as far as the pandemic and all that affecting the grind, so a lot of people say that, you know, once you have a kid and stuff, your whole life changes and all that. So how do you feel like your music changed once you had your daughter? Do you feel like you went harder? Do you feel like you had to take a step back from it?
See, for me, like, that's what my problem. I feel like prior to me releasing Affirmation, like when I dropped For Fun in 2017, I was always been inconsistent, like taking different breaks. So when I had my daughter, it really was like different because, you know, I'm in a relationship. Me and her mom was living together at the time.
Distractions and all that.
It was a lot going on, so I was trying to find my balance. You know what I'm saying? So trying to balance a relationship, fatherhood, and the music, it was like kind of toxic.
Balancing a relationship and music sometimes be, you know what I'm saying? It's a balance thing.
Just trying to find that, you know, especially with your partner, depending on how they are. You know, they can be supportive or they can be like, you know, this taking away too much time. But for me, like I said, I had to get my footing, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. But now I got my rhythm set for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So it came together, but initially it like put me on pause. Like, all right, let me make sure I get my foundation set on what matters, and then I could do the music. You know, so it affected the song.
So you feel like going deeper and digging deeper into it. I know you said you want your fans to know who Mike Armstrong is, and I just feel like digging on that. How old are you?
29.
29. So
29.
you done lived through some stuff. You done lived the life. So as far as the problems and stuff go with the, you know, life happens, what would you say would be one of your biggest setbacks that you had going through the album? Like, was it missing studio sessions? Was it not being able to afford it because the pandemic? One of the biggest setbacks making the album?
I feel like the biggest setback was, that's a good question. Cause one of the songs I actually did in 2019 that's on there.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's one of those
So
where
you kept it in the vault.
Yeah, it's like I had to keep some of the stash. But I think one is trying to figure out how deep I want to go. That's one. And then as far as finances stuff, finances was okay. Like, you know what I'm saying, with unemployment and then different things I had going on, I was able to stay afloat financially. But also just trying to balance everything as far as like with the parenting. Because I co-parent, so my schedule changed. Studio time, my engineer, our schedules don't match. So it was more so a timing thing.
Okay.
A timing thing.
Yeah.
And just waiting on other people to finish things. And even now it's like I got something I needed to touch up that kind of put a hold on it. But scheduling, I say scheduling.
Yeah,
And then, you know, if
that.
somebody was sick, you got to quarantine a couple weeks. So,
You know, life happens.
yeah, life happens. And that's the whole premise of the album. It's like, I created this concept prior to the pandemic. So then once COVID hit, it's like,
It was like, damn, life really do happen.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It makes it relatable to everybody. Where more so, it was something I probably had to explain more situational. But now this is a worldwide, COVID was a worldwide pandemic that affected the world. And we all see how we had to adjust and adapt. So it kind of gave me the layup for the project.
Yeah, I love that. Man, I know you dropped a song with Dizzy Wright, so you kind of touching your foot in the industry, getting your feet wet and all that. If you could work with one industry artist for free, get a free verse from them, who would you want on your track?
Ooh, one free? Okay, one free. I'm gonna be real, I'd probably say Jay-Z just cuz. Yeah.
He said the most expensive one, damn.
Yeah, I'm just like, if it's for free, I gotta reach for the stars. And he ain't coming out for just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I put enough work, like a Kendrick Cole feature could probably be
I feel like you really got the type of, you know, the type of vibe, the type of voice and all that to really mash up with him though. So I feel like that'll be a great track though.
Thank you.
Yeah, because I can hear it for sure.
And I don't think that's too far beyond reach. Jay-Z is like, nah, he has a select few that he, you know what I'm saying, choose to collab with. So I just go with Hov.
Yeah. I can definitely feel that, man. And you thinking of shooting any videos to the songs on the project?
Yeah, I got 2 in the stash right now, and then I got a couple more I'm trying to line up.
Oh, you said I got a couple.
Yeah, I'm trying to be ahead of the game, you know, because one thing you learn, and you know, because you do music too, you know what I'm saying, you an artist, and it's like marketing. Like, you can have the best stuff ever, but if you don't got no plan, no rollout, then it can just go by the wayside.
It's a music business.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I got 2 locked and loaded, and I ain't gonna put a number on it, but I'm trying to get some more for sure.
Yeah,
give it some life.
that's what I love to hear. You got I know the album ain't out yet, so the track list probably ain't out, but you got a favorite song on that? One that you could play
Just
over
one.
and over again?
Just one?
I'll let you get 2.
Okay. I appreciate it. Ooh, because one, Tell Them That. I changed the title. My bad. I changed the title. It's called The Letdown now.
The Letdown. Okay.
Yeah, because I actually ended up adding I'm On That featuring my guy Shell, so I didn't want to have I'm On That, Tell Them That. So The Letdown, that's the one actually I told you I wrote back in 2019. So that's been in the tuck. And then my second one probably be In Conclusion / End of the Tunnel. So I got 2 in 1. Okay. The very last song, them probably my 2 favorites.
And making them your favorite, would it be like the verses you spit? Would it be like how deep you got? Like on a personal level, what makes it your favorite? Is it like the beat? Is it the lyrics? Is it the personal level to it? You know what I'm saying?
Tell Them That, or why I keep doing that? The Letdown, because it was so fresh, last minute audible. But the Letdown is because of the content, you know what I'm saying, how personal it is. And then with In Conclusion, it's the beat. the beat, and but still the content is heavy on those, cause it's 17 songs, 16 tracks.
Okay.
So it's like I got some stuff on there to lighten the mood, but like I said, my whole goal with this was to be content heavy and to be personal. So them records stand out to me the most.
To really
for those
introduce
reasons
yourself
overall.
as a person instead of an artist. Really.
Yeah, cause I feel like it's plenty of turn up music nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And I got some of that as well, but that ain't my core. Like this is what I feel like. This, if you like this album, then you gonna be a fan for life. Like this is the one that's just.
I feel like it's so important it's so important to put out that type of music. Like if you want to put out personal, you have to. A lot of people, they want to, but they like, well, it's not hitting, so we just gonna do this.
Right.
And then they don't understand that they get trapped in that, because once you put out a song, you become the song. And then they just want to hear that over and over again, just a variation of that. So once you go over to your, you know what I'm saying, your personal stuff, then they like, oh, what is this? So I feel like it's a real good thing to really put that up front now and really dive deep into your life before it really get on the main stage, so people know, like, yo, this is me and we doing this because, you know what I'm saying, I want to introduce y'all to me.
Exactly.
And I feel like a lot of people don't do that with music. I can hear a whole album and still feel like I don't know nothing about a dude.
Right. You know, I know one artist is like Fabulous. I remember seeing some with him where if you think of all his albums, like up until Loso's Way, he never touched on his life. It was more so like songs for the people and just catchy stuff. And then he started to get more personal. So for me, it's like I want to show my versatility. That's why Affirmation, it wasn't as personal, because I'm like, I want to throw the bait to reel them in. And now with this, I'm like, okay, if you're aware, let me give you more, and if you're not, get to know this side of me, you know?
I like that.
And I just want to be like, I don't want to get put in a box. So if I do a pop song, you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, we see he capable of that. If I want to do something depressing, like, oh, he was in his feelings. And if I want to turn up, like, okay, he went to the club a couple times. Like, you know, I'm human like everybody else, so I just want to showcase that. And make people feel comfortable to be vulnerable, for real.
Yeah, and like I said, they could just be feeling that type of way. And since you got all type of music, I'm happy, so I can play this song by Mike. Oh, I'm kind of down, I can play this song by Mike.
Right.
So you got a variety of stuff. But how long you think you've been doing music?
Ooh, I'm 29. I started rapping like freestyle in elementary, to be honest. So we could say about like 7, 8. But I recorded my first song at 11.
At 11?
Yeah, but then I wouldn't say I wouldn't start taking it serious till like about 4 years ago, like for real, like putting the money in, paying for features.
Yeah.
So shoot, we could say technically, we just say it's 13. I say it's a teenager. Cause I started, my first project I ever recorded was with my guy Shane 300. Okay. We had a group called ULG. And back in the MySpace days, man, we used to go to the library, upload on MySpace, promote, you know what I'm saying, that way.
Man, the
we did a
real
little show at
grind,
the Eagles Nest. Yeah, like.
Oh, the Eagles Nest?
The Eagles
man,
Nest.
Man, I've been there doing the music too.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day.
And not even doing nothing, that's not even open to the public no more like that. So that shows how far back it goes. So yeah, I would say as a teenager though, like that first project, Chasing the Dream, that we did with our group was like when I'm like, okay, like that had 20 some songs. We did another project, but in and out of juvie, wasn't able to release it. So we could just say 13.
Okay, so what gravitated you towards making music? Was it like just a thing to do? Your homies was doing it?
Man, so my pops played, him and my mom played a lot of music in the crib.
Okay, so you had musical parents too.
Yeah, heavy. So I'm talking about like Pac, Snoop, Tribe Called Quest.
Oh, they was playing okay.
Yeah.
Classics.
Yeah, R. Kelly, who else? Aaliyah, all of that. So I just was a fan of Pac. I remember tying up the little bandana around my head and just trying to do it myself, and it just stuck. I remember I would go to school, I'm freestyling for my friend. They just like, okay, like, you know, I'm probably rapping about milking the carton and, you know what I'm saying, recess, but I was pretty good. And then it's like everything else from sports to, you know, even academics, I never really was consistent in. The music was always there, so
that was the
I
one
just
thing
stuck with
that
it.
Stuck to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's kind of how I feel like I kind of got started up too. Like I said, it wasn't really like a thing that, oh, I'm like, I have to do music. I just grew up around music all the time. So it's just something that I gravitated towards. And I feel like it's so crazy because back then when you 11, 13 doing it, could you imagine it coming to this point to where you doing all these shows to where you putting out albums and people really tuning in?
Nah, because it's like I was going through so much I wasn't focused on trying to make it. Like it was my dream, but I didn't put in the work to make it a reality. So yeah, to see like streaming services and people like from other cities and countries being fans, it's like it's surreal, bro. For real.
It's a wild feeling for sure coming up and really, I don't know, it's like foreseeing it because like you really didn't see it in the future, but you stuck to it for some reason. Something told you to stick to it, and I feel like that it makes you chosen.
Exactly.
I feel like you can't just pick up a microphone and be like, yeah, you can maybe rap good, but you know what I'm saying, until you really feel it in your heart, dog, you really don't make music, you just rapping.
Yeah, it's different when you got purpose, because I feel like it became a hustle. So a lot of people just like, oh shit, I got money and I'm tired of the streets.
Which is crazy because the back end's really in the hustle. Whenever you talk about promotion and all that, adding up what you get back, I feel like the show's where it's at.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's funny too, because I remember when I pulled up, when I met you through Mark, you know what I'm saying? I came to your crib, and that was like right when you started to rap, you know, in the early days.
Early, yeah.
But you got that time under your belt, you know? Like a lot of people, they probably, unless you don't know what we was on, they probably don't know our rap, because it's a whole new wave, a whole new generation, you know what I'm saying? But I do respect people that respect the craft. You know, and it ain't just a hobby. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. I ain't knocking it more to me, so I definitely got a higher level of respect and appreciation for those, you know what I'm saying, like yourself, who take it serious, man.
Speaking of hustles and all that, you into the crypto now? See everybody going crazy with the coins.
Man, I'm late in the game, man. Like
Hey,
the whole Doge wave. I play with the stocks, but the crypto I was late on, man. I feel like I should have dabbled in it earlier. So I'm learning now. I'm a late bloomer.
I'm about to say it's not too late. There's a lot of coins coming out still, you know what I'm saying? You can get into it.
And there's so many, it's like, bro, you might have to put me up on game off camera. Like,
you can definitely do that, dog.
I'm taking all recommendations, man. Because even the whole Doge wave, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel Elon Musk is trying to make this the new currency. He's trying to get rid of the dollar and make Doge. So you still might be able to get in the Doge, dog. That thing might go up.
See, I'm gonna tell you, I seen like one of these rappers I follow. He had a screenshot from last year.
I mean, shit. There ain't no topic in the interview.
But yeah, one of these rappers I follow, he screenshotted when he caught it at like 0.0014 or something, and then you know it shot up to 50 cent. He's like, he invested $530. Then he showed like it was 52,000.
Man, I'm telling you, dog, like, it's a crazy, but I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna come and go. I don't see it lasting. But back to the album and stuff. I know you got one where you was talking about police brutality really heavy, and I know we went through a lot of that last year.
Right.
And bringing that back around, have you ever experienced any negative interactions with them?
You know what? Me personally, I haven't been like roughed up or nothing crazy. But you know, I haven't. Thank God. You know, I seen some stuff. Obviously, you know, being younger, going to the teen clubs and all that type of stuff. Like some of my homies.
Oh man, teen clubs. That show your age too.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
They ain't even got them no more.
No, at all. It's one company though, too. But I would say just being affiliated, like harassed. You know, I was driving through Decatur one time and I got pulled over. I was going, you know, under the speed limit.
Under?
Yeah, under. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy, but they tried to say I was speeding, sent the dogs, all type of stuff off the wall.
Yeah, Decatur, don't go through Decatur.
Yeah, it was ugly. So other than discrimination and stuff like that, I ain't been like roughed up, you know, but I know enough and, you know, seen enough to be able to speak on it.
Yeah, because I know you was definitely speaking some stuff on that song. When I heard it, I'm like, yeah, I can relate to it because, like I said, I've been through it too. So
right. You was down there with the protest stuff too.
Because, man, I ain't trying to get on me, but I mean, I've been pulled over parked. They done snatched me out my car because I look suspicious for a robbery. I done had guns on the pullover, so, you know what I'm saying? It's all the above. I don't get it. You know, license and registration. Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm blessed to not experience that level. I did some crimes where, you know, they came up like that, but as far as just completely innocent, like other than discrimination and like some little petty stuff, like nothing to that extent, thank God.
Man, so looking forward, do you feel like you want to push this album way more than affirmation? Like as far as promotion goes, you trying to get this all the way out there, or you just putting this out here for like, this is who I am? Or are you really trying to, you know, this is the one?
Yeah, for me, it's like this is the one. This is the one. I think with today's climate of music, it might be an acquired taste for some, but like I said, for the core people who appreciate hip hop, lyricism, content, this is the one. This is the one. And then it's like what I got coming after this in the future is gonna be more versatile again. But to answer your question, I'm pushing it, man. Like I know it has potential to really establish me in a bigger audience, you know what I'm saying, and get me in front of more eyes. And it's got that life impact in music to where it's like, think of Dear Mama. That's a song, regardless of how old it is, you can play to this day. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to compare myself to Pac.
Every time she hear it.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to compare myself to Pac by all means, but it's just like as far as substance and something that can stand the test of time, this project got them type of records on it. And I can't say that I felt like that about Affirmation. Some songs, yeah, but this is like more so me. Like if that was for the fans and for the people, this is for me. And I think that is gonna make it more relatable. And you can't go wrong when it's relatable.
Yeah, cause like I said, man, you just might wake up, ooh, I'm geek, boom, let's play this, boom. Yeah. So I feel like having that versatility on it and really having not only the versatility, but having like real life situations going on in there. You can have a turn up song about some real life stuff, and I feel like that's why I listen to you. That's why I don't listen to too many local artists. I listen to probably 2 or 3.
Man, I appreciate
you definitely in the rotation because, like I said, it's relatable. You can hear it, you can see the music.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting there like, oh yeah, this beat go. No, you like, oh dang. Me and him kind of got something coming.
No,
so I
real.
feel like that's why a lot of people gravitate towards your music because, you know what I'm saying, you know how to make both. You know how to make turn up, you know how to make relatable.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's why a lot of people gravitate towards you. If you haven't listened to Affirmation, I advise you to go listen to that before the album drop. It's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, get a little feel for it because Life Happens is going to be a groundbreaking album. I feel like for him as a person really putting his whole heart and soul onto a record, that's really what we need, and I'm looking forward to it. So as far as that go, around what time do you want to drop? Month-wise, I know you don't got a specific date, but like when you looking, like late summertime?
We ain't gonna put a date on this interview because we don't know when this drops, but I'll say it's hard to date stuff when it's being recorded like this, but I'll say soon, like before summer, towards the beginning of the summer, late spring, early summer. So I mean, man, once you see this, it could be out now. It could be out of you know what I'm saying? Just be on the lookout. But it's coming. It's coming soon.
You getting physical CDs or is it streaming?
You know what? I've been thinking about that. What I think I'm gonna do, I might do a limited amount. Like let's say 100 physicals where I get like some merch and do package deals. I'm thinking of something like that because most CDs dated. I don't know too many people that still use them. Or like
I don't even know too many cars that got CD players.
Exactly. Even with vinyl. So I'm thinking more so collector. But I'm not sure 100%. But if you follow me on my socials, once everything comes in, you know they'll be aware.
What socials you be on the most?
The most?
Be most active.
I be on IG the most. IG. And Facebook. Facebook, you know, like family and stuff. Snapchat, I feel like that's more. People don't really be tuned in like that or engaged. You know, it's like
Snapchat
short attention span. Plus, I feel like IG is where I see the most growth and engagement from, you know what I'm saying, people that actually support the music. Like Facebook, more so friends and family. So, you know what I'm saying, they just want to see what you're doing, period. IG, you don't know me at all, so you know me as an artist.
Yeah.
So, and the appreciation be different from strangers. Like, they don't know me at all, so it's like, I love your music. And, bro, you know.
It's a different element when it comes to that.
Yeah, the value different. Value different. So, definitely IG.
Hell yeah, man, that's what I love to hear. So, as far as this album goes, do you feel how long have you been working on the album? I say, like, how long have you been having this in your head?
This concept, I'll say, little over a year, maybe close to 2. Because when I originally did Change My Ways, that was something that I had recorded during the process of recording Affirmation, but I knew it didn't fit. It was supposed to go on something bigger. So I got another concept album that I ain't gonna release that I thought that would go on, but then Life Happens just was so fitting because of the pandemic, COVID, and everything. So I ended up creating this concept and bringing it to life. So you could say about 2 years, a little under 2.
So you've been taking time on this. It's been in the vault.
Absolutely, because I got a bunch of different concepts, but it's all on timing and what makes sense. So.
And if you could, I know you said you started young, like 11, 13. If your 29-year-old self could see that 11 or 13-year-old, what's one piece of advice that you would give them?
Man, focus on mastering one thing. You know, I feel like I'm a jack of all trades, master of none.
So you're trying to get this.
Yeah, just doing the most all over the place because I had so much freedom. So I wish I'll tell them, be structured, be disciplined and consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you're passionate about at the time or whatever you're trying to do, vision it long term and take them steps to get there. Because time gonna pass. So it's like, are you gonna work towards your goals or you just gonna be kicking it? So.
You have any other passions besides music? Like you was playing ball or anything?
I was hooping early on, but then I got in so much trouble I could never stay on the team. So to be honest, outside of music, man, I say entertainment, period. Like I just love entertainment, you know, but having content as well. But mainly just the music, for real. Mainly just the music. And you know, I say helping my people.
Okay.
That's another reason why content is so important, because I want to leave my impact on the world, you know, and people remember how you make them feel. They might not remember no words.
Amen.
So if I could capture these feelings and give it to the world to inspire or whatever, then shoot, that's killing two birds with one stone. Music and helping people. So I'll say helping people for sure.
Yeah, that's some good advice, especially to the young ones out there. Like I said, getting started, you 13, want to pick up a mic, listen to this man. Been through it, lived through it, and I feel like it's free game. And as far as this album goes, I just want to say I'm proud of you, dog. You really made it happen, and I've been following your journey. So I feel like, like you said, you was around when I was first coming up. I'm talking about before I even really recorded a song. So to really see your journey and really grow with it, it just means a whole lot more. And I really can't wait to hear the album. I don't know, they gonna love the album, dog. It's gonna be a real introduction to Mike Armstrong, bro.
For sure,
yeah,
for sure.
Man.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for this. I appreciate you taking time out, man, and doing your thing. And I mean, go ahead, plug your socials, man. Let them know where to find you, what you do.
AlienNature. I'm a musician myself. You can find me on everything at AlienNature. Anything you listen to music on, just Google it, you'll find it. But like I said, man, I'm super proud of my brother right here, man. Watching him grow, watching him really master his craft and really get onto it. Just from seeing him on the videos of Mark, we all was freestyling in the little room, to seeing you on stage at the Affirmation Live. So that's what's up. Yeah, it's a wild thing to see, and I love seeing my people do that, and I hope y'all can really connect with the album as much as I will. And I hope that y'all really go cop that and stream it. And not only just stream it and listen to it, but I really want y'all to hear what he's saying. I want y'all to relate to it, sit down and let it simmer, because life happens.